Hello, and we're back for match one with TronTrol here in Pauper on Just for Fun. We won the die roll. This deck is kind of a draw first deck, but what the heck? We'll play first. Mulligan. Um, no, we're gonna keep. We can go turn one spear, turn two rotation for our second Urza land. I think this is decent. Let's keep it. See what we draw into. Being kind of brave here. This is kind of a mulligan anyway because we have Crusher in our opening hand, which is something we don't really want to see. So later on, in case there's a spell, Ostracize, which is legal in Pauper. It's like duress except for creatures. So that's a way we could lose our Crusher here. Okay, opponent is going to instantly know what our plan is. That opener. Let's see what they're playing. Terramorphic, okay. Props to Zorberg for playing my favorite card. Island, okay. Okay, hopefully we're not playing straight blue Delver because, who the heck wants to play against that, really? We drew a second Maul Drifter here. So it is tempting to get like a blue source or grotto in order to, with our crop rotation, in order to be able to evoke a Mole Drifter. Yeah, it's really tempting. Let's sacrifice this for green and see what we draw off of it. Okay, Firebolt. Yeah, I'm gonna fetch Grotto here rather than our second Urza land to fix my mana at this point. By the way, Shimmering Grotto, crop rotation not only uh, tutors, but it sort of ramps you because the land you fetch comes into play untapped. So maybe not ramp, but it's like a 0 mana instant tutor. It's a ridiculous card. Um, there might be a way to play that in a legacy. Um, in like lands. I don't know. I don't play enough to know all the decks in the metagame. Okay, second blue mana here means we're probably playing against some version of Delver. Luterial Core. That's something I've never seen played in Pauper before. Okay, not to say it's a bad card. It's actually quite good. Okay, and we're going to firebolt it right away. Get rid of it. And we'll pass. Next turn, and if we don't draw anything special, might just evoke a Mole Drifter. Can we do that? Well, not with our current land. So then I guess we'll crop rotate our Quicksand into second Urza land, or Halimar Depths to get a blue source. That might have been smarter than Grotto. Whatever, we'll see. We're not under any kind of threat at the moment. Okay, so he's playing black too. So we're not up. Okay, Prism, great draw. Great draw here. Let's cast Prism, see what we draw. We really want here some lands. Okay, Sea Cliff, that's nice. Let's just throw it out there. And I think I'm going to rotation away this Sea Cliff maybe for another Urza land. Well, maybe not. Maybe Quicksand. So it doesn't look like we're going to use that at this point. We just want to get a threat established because might be playing a control kind of strategy. Okay, Zephyr Spray. Maybe not. This is an interesting combination of stuff here. Yeah, I'm interested in. there are cards that get back lands, like Grim Discovery, I'm thinking might be a good. Oh, wow, that's a beating. That's a beating. Okay, I was not expecting that. Sounds like nobody wants that out of it anyway. And okay. So we can rotate our C cliff while he's tapped out. Into Urza's Tower. Now we've assembled the Tron. You've been unlocked. So now we have tons of mana. If he taps out, we can just cast Crusher. Um, you know, got to keep in mind that Counterspell is legal in this format. Um, so we'll see what he goes for here. Pretty flagrantly leaving up double blue here. So I don't want to just run Crusher into that unless if he taps out, Crusher's coming out, and that's just going to be the end of him. I mean, he could be playing Doomblade, so okay, he didn't tap out. Now he's casting something. Pestermite. Alright. Alright, bud. What are you going to do? Tap my tower? Alright, tap my tower. That's fine. That's a solid play. Still had all these. 7, 8, Crusher, go. He's got a bit of a flying army here. So maybe Moldrifter was a better play to hold back the 1/1 flyers. But I'm not terribly worried. If he doesn't have a way to remove Crusher, I'm just going to annihilate him. He's not leaving back something to block, which makes me think he's got a bounce spell or a removal spell for me. But he's only got 2 cards in hand, and I have just oodles of card draw in this deck. And we drew another big threat, big honking threat here. Okay, he's going to tap. Okay, he's going to tap our Crusher. That's actually way less bad than it could have been. And what do you think? Do we play more? I think we play Moldrifter here. Blue. Hopefully it doesn't get countered. It could very well get countered. Nope. So we're up a 2/2 flyer and 2 cards. Basically, if you're playing blue in this format, it's pretty hard not to play this card. It's just a bonkers, insano card. And I'm going to just run this sphere out here, but I'm not going to pop it because we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I can. I can play our Marauder. Okay, so that's gonna make it pretty grim for our opponent. I mean, he's in offense with me with 5 creatures on the board, but Crusher's coming in next turn. Gonna gain some life off of our sphere. Not leaving anything back seems odd to me, but he's trying to race us. He's got a removal spell for Marauder here. I mean, maybe it was greedy to play Marauder now. Morsel Theft. Jeez. Okay. Rolling Thunder. Hell of a card. Okay, let's sack that, gain 5 life. Do I want to go for just wrathing his board here? Do I want to just go for that? Um, Tempting. Now let's save it. We got Firebolt here. We can kind of like triple Firebolt here. So let's do that. He doesn't seem to be countering anything. So maybe we are open to Rolling Thunder him. Um, Maybe I just see that as a surprise for our next round. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. Get a red and another red. Let's Firebolt. Actually, this is lethal. I'm worried about what that last card in his hand, so harder to play around that. Just F6 here. Alright, so let's just smash in there for 15. Maybe I should have kept Muldrifter back. But I think we're okay here. You just got so much advantage there, right? That pretty hard to beat that. So sideboarding, assuming our opponent doesn't concede match. I'm not saying that because it's such a terrible matchup for him, because it's not really. I'm saying that because you it's a just for fun room and there's no stakes, so that happens a lot. I think we don't really descend here. There's no kind of like big spell he played that makes me scream, I want to counter that. But Electrickery seems like a big game against him with all those fairies. So I think that's all I want to do. I didn't see anything else that makes me think I need to do anything else there. Could be wrong, been wrong, always wrong. That's life. Hashtag that's life, that's magic. Always wrong. But that's why I'm making these videos. And uh, hopefully my peeps, anybody watching this can help me out with some tips and tricks. Again, I'm trying to be entertaining and I'm having fun playing, because that's what it's all about, is having fun playing a game. But really important for me to get some advice and become a better player. Being able to watch these after has totally helped me improve my game, I feel, because I can go back and see my mistakes, and I can tell now when I'm too tired to be playing. Right now I'm a little hyper, so it seems okay. This is oof. This is rough, but I think it can work because we can garden into Power Plant Prism, and then crop rotate out the garden for a second Tron piece. I don't think this is that bad, depending on what we draw off. I'm going to keep this. I probably shouldn't, but our opponent is mulliganing. We're on the draw. We have at least one card draw and one tutor in our hand, so I'm interested in just taking the little advantages and seeing how they end up. Rolling Thunder is tough in the deck because it's the only double red spell. And this card, I don't understand how this was printed as a common. This wouldn't get printed as a rare now. I mean, this is just bonkers card. Let's see. Actually, it did. I'm wrong. I'm wrong, because there was that Aurelia's raid, whatever that card was. There was a red-white mythic that nobody played, which was such a. I mean, it was even better than Rolling Thunder, but I can't. I don't know. Okay, so opponent just concedes after mulliganing. I guess they didn't want to play it out. Let's see if we can get another match.